Hey yo, what up though? It's your boy B-Rad Inspires, and welcome to another edition of Lit Motivation, #LitMo. Alright, let's get into it. Listen to me. I know a lot of you are worried about the situation that we're in right now with the whole pandemic that's going on with the coronavirus, COVID-19. Listen, what I'm telling you right here, right now, is that this is the time for change. Right? And I know sometimes you think about change and it doesn't sound like the most positive thing. Like I don't want to change. I don't want to do things differently. Like I like the way things were. I want things to go back to the way they were before. Like, right, change can be scary. Change can be confusing to a lot of people. What I need you to understand is things probably have slowed down. Like things have just kind of slowed down for us right now and kind of put a halt on things or pause on things for you and the industries, everything going on around the world right now for a reason. Because right now it's probably a time for change, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be looked at as something that's completely negative. Yes, I understand that there's an illness in the world and there's a lot of craziness going on right now. People are getting sick. But for you, if you are in good health right now, if you're in a good space, if you may be at home, what I'm telling you right now is that this might be a time for change. Like this is a time for change, for you to go back and look at your life and look at your business and look at the things that you're doing, or maybe just try something new. Try something new. Like you've been doing the same thing over and over again. You've probably been doing the same thing over and over for years and probably getting the same exact results. Now's the time for you to change, do something different with no risk involved. No risk involved. Like now's the time for you to actually try something different. See if you can make this thing work in a different way. Try something that you always thought of doing. Like this is the time for those visions that you had, those ideas that you had, for you to make those things come to life right now. Like this is the time to do it. Go out and try something different right now. Don't be afraid of change. Like this is the time for change. This could be the change you've been looking for. Like you might have been searching, trying to get to success, but you've been doing the same thing that just like it wasn't working. Like it's not saying that you were doing something wrong. It's just that wasn't working. Like that might not have been the avenue for you. Now might be the time for you to actually change and do something a little bit different. And you might get the results that you've been looking for, the results that you've been searching for the entire time. When you said that you wanted to start your business or you wanted to start a new career, or you wanted to do something different, listen, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to do that. There's nothing wrong with wanting change and wanting to do something different and get that success that you've been looking for. But sometimes we're doing it the wrong way. Like, you know, a lot of businesses, they failed. They failed. Like any entrepreneur, anybody that's doing business, anybody that's searching for success, they failed a number of times before. Right? Before they've actually gotten to the success, they failed a number of times. What I'm saying is you've probably been doing something, you might have saw some type of success with it, so you kept on going, right? But you've capped. You hit the limit. Like you can't go any higher than where you're currently at. Like it's not saying that you have to necessarily change the industry, but you might have to do it in a different way. Like this might be exposing something to you right now, letting you know that, okay, maybe you can do your work on an online platform. Maybe it doesn't have to be face to face. Maybe you'll get more bang for your buck. Like the money that you invest, maybe like it more will happen for you if you do it in a different way. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's time for you to invest. Look at the stock market. See what's going on there. Maybe that's the avenue for you. Maybe that's how you make your transition. That's how you change into something different. All I'm saying is right now is the time for you to self-evaluate, like self-assess. Look at your business, look at the things that's going on, look at the relationships that you have, and just self-assess and see what needs to change. Like what would change? Like what if you change something, what would happen? What would your life look like if you made a change, if you made a shift right here and right now? This is the time for change. This is the time for you to do it. This is the time for you to work on it and see what could happen for you. See what results you'll get from it before this whole thing blows over and we go back to life as it was before. Listen to me. It's your boy Brad, B-Rad Butler II, and I encourage every last one of you to make your next day your best day. Peace. I'll see you next week.